Hello geometry, hope everyone is doing well, and I know everyone is missing geometry class as much as I am. I'm just checking in and gonna kind of go through one problem today just to keep everyone thinking about geometry and parallelograms. All right, here we have a parallelogram, and remember that a parallelogram has opposite sides that are parallel. Okay? And there's four big properties of parallelograms that we talked about already. The first one is that the opposite sides are congruent. That side and this side are congruent, and then this side and that side would be congruent. The second one is that the opposite angles, these guys and these guys, are congruent as well. The third one is that the consecutive angles, the angles that occur in a row, like these two, or these two, are supplementary. And then the fourth one is that the diagonals, you make diagonals, they will bisect each other, meaning they'll divide into two equal halves. All right, and you can certainly review your notes on that we did last week, Friday. I want you guys to take a minute, if you can, to try to solve this parallelogram right here for x and y. See if you can do that. You can pause the video if you want, and then you can click on play when you're done, and I'll go through the answer. All right. So if you want, take some time to solve that parallelogram for x and y using one of those properties that we talked about. All right. Here's our x and there's our y, and we want to solve for x and y. Let's start with x. We remember that the opposite angles of a parallelogram are congruent. We just set 2x minus 1 equal to 70. And then solve that equation for x. Add 1 to both sides, and then divide by 2. And 71 divided by 2 is 35.5, or 35 and a half. Okay? Then we have to solve for y. Now, we know that these two angles are going to be equal, but the question is, we don't know what that angle is, do we? But we do. If you remember, consecutive angles have to be supplementary, right? So two angles that occur in a row have to add to 180. If this is 70, then this is going to be 110, because they have to add to 180. And then we know that the opposite angles have to be equal. We can set 1/2 y plus 10 equal to 110. And solve that equation for y. Subtract 10 from both sides and you get 1/2 y equals 100. And then multiply both sides by 2 and you get that y equals 200. All right? There you go. Keep looking over your notes and kind of be thinking about this great geometry stuff that we're doing. Hope everyone has a great rest of the day. Stay healthy.